Okay, it's not a bad day. It's like 42 degrees out probably, you might guess. It's kind of chilly, but I was able to come in here and remove, there was a bad piece of slate here I had showed in an earlier video. It was like cracked right down through here, and it was one of the old ones. So I decided to pull that one out, and then this one didn't look the healthiest, so I pulled that one out. Now in reality, sure, I could replace a lot of these, but they're still going to be good for a while. And a while could be 10 years, 15 years. I don't know, maybe longer. This one here, there was a one that had a hole in it, so it was tarred. Actually, this might be some of the tar here. Yeah, I think it is. I'm going to scrape that off. Because this one, it was just the tar going over there. Pretty sure there's no hole here. And then I replaced this one also because I thought, because it's easier, if you see one that's kind of bad close to it, it's easier to just get it right then. So these only have one nail holding them, one nail right here on this one. And then this one has the one nail up here, which is the standard nail and bib technique. And now this one eventually this one's going to get replaced, and eventually I will put another nail in it, but for now it's fine. It's not going to move. It can't move sideways, so it's going to stay there. I mean, there's quite a bit of weight, so the weight's holding it too. And you can see some, I had done a bunch of repair up here with the lift, and that's actually where the tree had damaged it. And up there, but we did them last year in some other videos. Eventually I would like to redo this valley and change out the metal there. There's some bad slate in there, so that's going to be on my list to do, but for now it's not leaking. It's not the worst situation to deal with right now. This roof is still looking really good. This is a new one I'd done probably 8-10 years ago. This area is looking great. We redid all these slate from right here all the way up into there. All those are brand new, so that's excellent. I could have came over further, but honestly these are not, they're not too bad. I mean, they're not as tough sounding as the new ones, but they're pretty solid, and it's more protected right here. The valley was an issue. This was a major issue. This is a modified technique. I know some people would not like this, but honestly, I could do it faster. I think it looks fine. The snow is going to come flying down through here, but it probably did anyway, so I don't know. Is it going to be harder on this door? I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see. But this is like a ski slope now for the snow. It's just going to come flying down through. But on the other hand, if you think about it, you get a heavy snow, it may be able to stick on this a little longer and then all of a sudden slide. It's not going to stay on here very good. It's going to slide sooner, I think. So maybe it's going to be better. Maybe we aren't going to have as much snow buildup in the first place. It's going to be sliding down quicker, so it's smaller doses. But I don't know. It could, what could happen is it could stack up all here and all there, and then all of a sudden come down too. So we'll see. Either way, it's better than it was. It's not going to leak. If the door takes a beating, it's, it has for years, and we have to paint it up, but it seems to withstand it. One time the snow was like up into here, and up into here I had to crawl out over to shovel, so that can happen. Okay, let's, I got another roof I'd like to get on. It's going to require the lift. Let's go see how the lift is working, and then did some cleanup here. these two boards were nailed on here, and I could tell they didn't look original. And then when I felt underneath, I could feel there was holes in this one. So I think this was nailed on here to accommodate a storm window that they had put on, because originally, not originally, but when we purchased the house, there was a board going across here, so they had put on a rectangle storm window. I took all that out. This is the storm window hadn't been on for 20 plus years. I know that because we lived up in here for 3 years. Never had to turn the heat on. The rest of the house, you know, the heat came up and we were good all winter long for 3 years. So 3 years we never turned the heat on. So that just shows you how much heat's rising from below, you know, 3 floors below. Okay, clean this up some. It's looking pretty good. Not going to do anything else with it. Eventually we'll do some priming, a lot more scraping, but it's just amazing, the architecture. I mean, just look at it. Just really cool. I mean, look at all the moldings. So that originally we would not be standing here. That we'd be over top of the back porch, a floor down. And then they did this addition here in about 1950, 55, somewhere's in there. That's what we think. And put in this back stairways. So it's been modified, but and it's too bad, but someone took the pendants off here. So maybe I might sculpt this up a little bit, but not gonna put the pendants back on. They would hang down almost to the floor. They're pretty big pendants on the rest of the house. I don't think we can see any from this corner. It would have been designed down here too. Let's see. Well, it might have been one of them, but probably a little bit smaller. Well, no, maybe it was something just like that. Yeah, probably was. So someone took them. Yeah, that's why it was hanging there. Okay, on to the next one.